aggressive to have it self-supporting. If the town's going to buy into the program for the long term, it might not be a bad idea to at least anticipate some sort of supplementing fundraising and factor it into our budgetary process and our planning stages, in hopes that it does reach its goal of being self-supporting. But if it isn't, I would hate to see us undertake this whole thing, get someone on board for 2 years, and then for lack of funding, have it disappear. Again, I think it's going to take a little while for it to take hold and become successful. It doesn't happen overnight in terms of programs. General public seems to bought into the idea of doing it. I think in case it might not be unwise to just factor it in as far as our staffing levels. This for the finance team's information. Factor it into the staffing level, and if need be, some augmentation to offset a portion of the cost. I don't know what percentage that would be.
That's the problem in society. If any is needed, I think that they have. I think the theory is that they have 2 years to put a plan in place that would fund itself. It is what we do in the rec now. It is what we do in many of these places now where they end up to be self-supporting, self-funding. So
Recreation we support substantially. I mean, they
Yes.
they'll probably to the tune of at least a third.
they raise a great deal.
Right.
They raise a great deal. Absolutely.
Well, I guess I bring the subject up. Clearly, we're talking about a 3-year plan. We're trying to commit ourselves. So whether or not an override should be passed to support the 3-year plan is obviously up in the air, and we have differences of opinion. But the plan, I think we're reasonably comfortable with from a spending point of view. And I just thought that as part of that, they should be included. Now, keep in mind that next April and the April after that, we will present to town meeting the budget, which would have to be approved by town meeting. So I'm talking about considering supplementing that budget in the plan.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. If I understand your question correctly, you're asking about supplementing in year 3.
That's correct.
Now, the only figure I've heard, because we don't know a figure, is $50,000. I personally would not be in favor of putting that into the 3-year override budget at this point, plan at this point, because we don't, number one, know if it will be needed or what will be needed. It could be more. I mean, it could be 50, 60, and as Mr. Dadino said in our deliberations over 1 or 3 year, we can't go out 3 years per se. So I would not be in favor at this point of putting that into the 3-year plan.
I think we should put it in, but with a caveat that it be self-supporting. Just like the Hillview position, is in the budget, it's there, but the source of revenue is from the enterprise fund, not through raise and appropriate. And we should at least identify the position, have it on the books, so to speak, and then the support of it, financial support of it, would be earmarked from the revolving fund rather than raise and appropriate. But I think it's important for us from a planning standpoint to have it in the budget, have it identified. If that's the revenue source, we're going to attach zero raise and appropriate funds to it, so be it, but at least it'll be identified going forward, so we can't say we created a new position.
Well, I guess I would then, I would raise, if we're going down that path, Steve, then I would say, why wouldn't you have that in this year's budget and next year's and the following years, funded from the revolving fund?
But it shouldn't,
It doesn't have to be.
but it should.
No.
Right. No, I'm just saying, if you're gonna follow that path, then we should adjust the omnibus article to have that money in the budget, funding source to revolve. I guess the other concern I would raise is $50,000. My understanding is we need more than that.
Mr. Chairman, if you allow me, Mrs. Dardino was kind enough to provide me with the budget a while back, and which included the salary of the individual who would be the department head. And then we have benefit costs of providing health insurance, workers' compensation and such, which is $12,000. So the value of the position itself for 2000, for the first year is $62,000, $50,000 in salary, and $12,000 in benefits. And then there are items such as completing a needs assessment, which would be a one-time cost, anticipated to be $3,500. And there would be ongoing program costs, which would consist of a number of items such as youth at risk, mentoring program for high school and middle school students, social council, which involves social activities that would be run through the department, working with some of the town boards, and then also providing some speakers and facilitators to come in, advertising, et cetera. The total cost of all of those items, including the salary and the benefits wrapped together, first year cost of $74,400. Taking that number and carrying it forward and looking at normal growth in departments, I would estimate that the third year cost would be about $78,000. So that's about the fiscal year 2010 estimate, as far as I can think.
So I guess I gotta get back and ask Marissa this question. Check for $50,000 and doesn't cover the full year for the youth services director.
It may, it depends on the individual that we hire. There's, we have a salary range that this would fall in. But the budget that I gave to the town administrator is the high end of everything. That needs assessment isn't going to appear in year 3, it's going to appear in year 1, so that brings that number down.
But it was my impression, at least in the discussion, right, back last October, that the board's position was that we were not to bring a youth services director on until that position was fully funded for a year. Now, if we need $12,000 for benefits, although they would be less if you paid less, not really, right? I mean, the insurance and everything would be.
And that number's pretty accurate. That was provided.
Okay, so the 12,000 plus your program cost, that would mean that your salary is getting down to the, more like the $25,000 to $30,000 range.
The 12,000 is also very high in the salary, on the benefit information. I think 8,000 was the number that I was
Right.
given originally. So we're allowing a lot of room in. Marissa has the money to fund, a higher level person, but 50,000 is, we hesitate to take the money out from its interest-bearing account and put it over here until we're ready. If I hire a $35,000 a year person, I don't need the rest of that. So that's, we're just gonna wait and see.
So it is the intent of Marissa, however, to provide to the town in the revolving fund enough funds to allow this program to get started on July 1st, basically, the fiscal year. And if the salary is higher, then additional funds will be put in.
That's correct.
My understanding was this was just to open the revolving fund, to get started and get into it. But, I didn't, there is additional funds there, I know they have the additional commitments for additional funds. They have they've been very fortunate that Pat Lee of the Horseshoe, which does an annual charity tournament, has agreed to have Marissa be the local charity that they're going to give to. So they've done a great deal of fundraising, and they're ready to meet the commitment, I think. But this is just open the road and starting.
Okay, then I suggest, unless there's any other questions, I suggest that we make a motion to accept the check.
We already
We did that. Oh, I'm sorry,
We did
we've
that.
done that. Excuse me, I brought up the subject. We'll
already
continue,
voted.
we'll
All set.
continue that discussion as we get into the final wrap-up of our budget. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have the minutes of April 9.
Mr. Chairman, I move to approve the April 9, 2007 minutes as written.
Motion made by Mr. Vino, second by Mr. O'Leary.
I have a problem, I don't feel that the April 9th minutes reflect my position,
Which
for what it is. Number 3, I think the way this reads, it suggests that I'm in favor of a 1 and 3 year override, which I'm not. I'm in favor of a 1 year override, I'm not in favor of a 3 year override. I am willing, though, as a compromise, move to compromise, to agree to a 1 and 3 year override on the ballot. I read it, I thought about it.
Yeah, I think that was our,
I think,
I think it just talks about, it makes me feel like it's saying that I'm in favor.
I think I was the one that suggested the 1 and 3 year, and Mr. Dadino said as a compromise, that would be something that he would agree to.
Yes, so if we could change that language, I would be
I think it was,
satisfied.
I think I proposed the 2 questions, as a area, we would all come together, Mr. Dadino concurred, thought it was a good idea, I think that's my recollection.
Yes.
So if you want to hold.
Yeah, I'll withdraw.
Okay. Thank you.
Mr.
I would
Mulder,
second
you
that.
clear away with
Sure.
Linda or Phil?
Yeah, thank you, Council.
Thank you.
We'll hold.
Correspondence.
Correspondence. Pass your yellow sheets on to Allison. Anything you want. This historical commission bachelor school preservation award, including financial, I don't know,
no, I don't know.
it's just,
But it is, probably,
there's not a lot of information in that.
I was approached by Dr. Franz a month or 2 ago, when she was putting together the packet to submit the Bachelor of School project for recognition of historical preservation to the Massachusetts Historic Council. And so I wrote a letter, the elected official and lifelong resident, that sort of a thing, along with Dr. Trout, and along with the Historic District Commission, and a few other people, and members of the school committee, submitting an application for consideration. And the Massachusetts Historical Commission annually selects very few from a multitude of applications for recognition for historic preservation purposes. And Mrs. DeFranza put together a terrific package outlining the history of the project and the turmoil that led up to the Bachelor of School project being ultimately approved and come to fruition and open this fall. So it's quite an extensive application, to be congratulated for the effort that they put forth. And as a result of their efforts, North Reading's being recognized, the voters of North Reading are being recognized for stepping up to the plate and preserving the Bachelor of School building, doing a marvelous job. Again, well, it was a lot of hard work on a lot of people's part. The Historic District Commission and the Elementary School Building Committee, School Committee, the administration here worked very hard to make it work. And everybody's big pleased with the outcome. And North Reading being recognized for the efforts of preserving the building and being congratulated. I think happy Historic District Commission did a terrific job. Putting it forward for consideration. They didn't know if they were gonna get anything out of it. We're gonna be recognizing there's some sort of a function that's gonna take place at the end of May. A formal recognition by the state will take place. And we'll be represented there. Congratulations for their efforts in putting it forward. The voters can feel very proud of what they've done. They paid for it, now they're getting recognized for it. It's a good thing.
And that's on May 31st.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, any other comments? Public comment, any